Hey everybody, this is Joe. Thank you for watching my Giga Texas construction update video. For today's video, I'd like to discuss the horizontal drilling operation that's going on at the south end. And we'll talk about, in photo 1, what is this pipe that you see, photos 2 and 3, the entry drilling point, and photo 4, the exit drilling point. There's a lot of information here, a lot of links in the actual slides and in the video description, and I highly recommend you take a look at those as well. So let's talk about what is directional drilling. And basically this is any drilling that does not go vertically down. It goes horizontally in some degree. And it's used to avoid natural and man-made objects like sidewalks, or here at Giga Texas, as you see in this image, the Colorado River. And they're trying to connect Giga Texas to the wastewater plant on the south end. And despite how interesting it looks, this is not new technology when it comes to the installation of pressure or sewage pipes, and actually has been employed and used in various forms for about 100 years. Despite how long it's been around, until recently the process has been more expensive, mainly due to the specialized drilling equipment that is needed to traverse these interesting landscapes. However, recent technological improvements have allowed for amazing angles, turns, and to drill underground for more than 10 kilometers or 6.2 miles. Here is a brief overview of the various components of the drilling equipment that is used, and a few images to give you an idea of what these parts look like. This is very similar to what we see here at Giga Texas in operation. There are three main stages to the horizontal drilling operation. That's the pilot hole drilling, pre-reaming or widening, and pipe pullback, and we'll go through each one individually. For the first stage, this is drilling of the pilot hole, and the illustration gives you an idea of what that looks like underground. As the pilot hole is drilled, periodic inclination and azimuth readings, along with the distance traveled since the last survey point, are measured and fed back into the operational system, where this is used to calculate the horizontal and vertical coordinates along the pilot hole relative to the initial entry point. And for Giga Texas, that's on the north side of the Colorado River. The operator then adjusts the inclination as needed to come out of the ground at the predetermined exit point, and this is on the south side of the Colorado River. Moving on to the second stage of the process, this involves pre-reaming the pilot hole in preparation to install the pressure, or in this case sewage pipe, and many experienced contractors repeat this process so that they can minimize the force required to pull the pipeline through the pilot hole. And to do the reaming, crews use a variety of equipment, including circular array cutters or drilling fluid jets, and they configure these based on the soil type and how big the bore side needs to be. And the third and final, and possibly the most interesting stage, is pulling the pre-assembled pipe through the enlarged pilot hole. And this is accomplished by attaching a prefabricated pipeline pull section behind the reamer assembly at the exit point, in this case the south side of the Colorado River, and pulling the assembly back to the drilling rig on the north side. And of course this explains why we see that long pipe that's pre-positioned on the south side of the river. Of course, crews want to minimize any damage to the pipe as they're pulling it through, and they do this by using a swivel between the reamer and the pipe to minimize the torsional loads as they pull the pipe through. And then once the pipe is through, we should see a few days or maybe a week or so of letting the pipe sit to relax, to eliminate any elongation that may have happened during the pull. So how do the crews know where the end of the drill bit is as they're drilling underground and under the river? Well, every 10 to 150 meters, or usually maybe 30 to 40 meters, they do survey data and they record the original blue line and how the path is progressing. Computers use multiple inputs from measurements while drilling, or MWD sensors, in the drill bit, and also they use other electronic measures as well. This, of course, would include GPS, and in addition to that, they use logging while drilling sensors and software to measure the progress as they go. Of course, another thing that can be used is the vibrations that the drill makes as it's drilling, and there are sensors that can detect these and measure that for the computer. And finally, collars can be added along the length of the well, which can send back information of the surface regarding the torque, weight, and bending moments of the drilling. So all of this comes together to, as you can see in photo 1, bridge the gap over the Colorado River to connect the Giga Texas side to the sewage treatment side, as you can see in photo 2. Photo 3 shows pipe that's arranged on the north side to connect once the pipe comes through the entry point, which you can see in photo 4. So there you have it, a crash course in how horizontal drilling works, how it's being used at Giga Texas, and why they're using it, specifically because of the Colorado River and to connect the north and south sides to the sewage treatment plant. I hope that you found this discussion helpful. A special thank you to all of my outstanding Patreons for your continued encouragement and support. Patreon members get access to hundreds of high-resolution photos, previews of the future material, and direct dialogue with me. If you would like to support my channel, please consider becoming a patron using this link, which is also in the video description. Please also consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons, as this helps as well. Thank you. My drones are ready and raring to go. Let's go flying over Giga Texas.